What's up, Dirty Guns? We're trying to...
That beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
After these gray days, those clouds are very nice.
Cotton candy pink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It used to be really nice. We used to live just outside town. And I'd have all these sunsets all to myself.
But it was nice and quiet out there, too.
It was nice and quiet. Except for the coyotes eating all the cats. But
Yeah, it's not the most peaceful sound. They get your chickens?
No, my neighbor killed my chickens.
The neighbor killed the chickens?
The neighbor killed my chickens. Well, because I would let the chickens be free range.
Yeah.
And my neighbor found them and then put them into a cage in the middle of the heat. And so they all
Cooked your chickens.
cooked my chickens.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Yeah. And
They're
they
very fragile. You have to be so careful with
Oh, yeah.
chickens.
And they were all silkies. They were good, friendly chickens.
Silkies.
So,
Wow, that's terrible.
and now I found out that the neighbor wants to steal Langston.
Really?
Yeah, she wrote on Facebook
No.
about, yeah.
The saga continues?
The saga continues.
What did she say?
That Langston should be inside the house at all times and that he's not getting he's an outdoor cat that you let inside.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She has that kind of time on her hands?
Well,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my.
So it's very funny.
That's hilarious. I don't think he wants to be inside at all times.
He doesn't want to be inside all times.
Mm-mm.
He's an outdoor
He
cat.
knows all the ins and outs of every house in this neighborhood. He probably knows where all the doggy doors are and just lets himself into people's houses and just relaxes by the fire and then just goes out. He's a very happy cat.
So on Halloween, all the neighbors came by and were like, "We love your cat. We feed him all the time."
We say hi to him all the time.
Everybody knew who Langston
That's pretty
was,
funny.
and they all like left him food or water.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, very interesting.
He's like the neighborhood therapy cat.
He is. Well, he was a good therapy cat, period. Because like when before I had Cody, I just had to pick up Langston. He starts purring,
That's really nice.
and so it was always very nice and gentle and a friendly cat.
It's nice to hear a cat purr. It's very relaxing.
You know, I wanted to invent like a cat purring machine that you could just go to sleep to.
Oh yeah.
Because I thought that because they always never failed to knock me out.
You know, you can listen to cat purring on YouTube, like 10 hours of cat purring.
Really?
Yeah, it's possible.
There you go.
It's everything.
I had some other ideas for cat purring.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about later.
Okay. Off there?
Off the air.
Sounds good.
So, the demographic that is generally 14 to 24-year-old males. We have some older guys too, but
Yeah. Generally.
but we're finding that the 14 to 24-year-old males feel that they're too old.
Yes, that is a very popular sentiment and hard to believe.
Yeah, because 14 to 24-year-old, you still got your entire life in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, barely born.
Barely born.
You're barely born. You just learned how to walk like, I don't know, a decade or so ago. The younger half of that. Just get out of diapers. Like,
Would that be a midlife crisis for a 14 to 24-year-old male?
a quarter life crisis. Isn't that what John Mayer called it? Quarter life crisis?
Might have been.
Yep. Quarter life crisis.
Although, I am very upset with John Mayer and the Grateful Dead.
Well, as we should be.
So I was looking,
Yeah.
because the Grateful Dead are touring. Cheapest tickets were $250.
As a cheap seats?
Cheap seats. And the nice tickets were $7,000.
A small car.
Small car. And well, they're playing in Cancun,
Well,
and so you couldn't just buy tickets to another scam that they got going on. You couldn't just go to the concert. You had to stay at one of the hotels, so you had to buy
Like the resort.
And the whole thing.
Wow.
And I'm going, what happened to the soul?
That eliminates so many people. I mean...
Well, it does, but it doesn't, because think about, you know, Grateful Dead been around a while, and most of those people that used to be hippies are now yuppies, or old yuppies. So they have money.
Yeah.
So, you know, it puts it out of range of your average person.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because, like, when I followed the Grateful Dead, let's see, I had nothing. When I went to go see them, it was a miracle because someone gave me a ticket. And that was one of the songs. People were like, I need a miracle. And people just hand out tickets. And that always taught me the not relying, but the kindness of strangers. That somebody, so if I have something, I'll always try to make sure that somebody else doesn't, you know, go without. Kind of like our training program. We're doing all right. You know, we're not driving Beamers or anything, but we live within our means.
We do.
And so we're able to help people.
Yeah.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then hopefully someday these people will help somebody else. You know, because people are like, I will never be able to repay you for all the things you've done. Well, here's what you can do. You can help somebody.
Yeah.
Although there was a couple of guys, so we never said thank you to everybody for the helping us out with Lachey and her family.
Oh man, thank you.
And we had enough, so we didn't.
Yes.
You know, a little bit, but but what's a little bit?
A little bit's okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Versus, you know, the
chunk.
The chunk.
Yeah.
And people said, you've done a lot for me, and I never paid you, so here's $200 to help the people. And I'm like,
yeah.
So that made me feel pretty good.
It's pretty awesome.
You know, and a lot of people, there were some people from Medhold.
Yeah.
Hey, you came all those times to Medhold. Here's what I got.
That's awesome.
You know, and some people just gave $20, but $20 is $20 that we didn't have.
Heck yeah.
That was able, well, because they were like, oh, I don't have a lot of money. You know, and if you're a young person and you don't have a lot of money, it's okay.
Absolutely.
Because someday you will have money.
Yeah.
And that's when you get back.
Yeah.
It's okay, you know, or say you're older now and you hit hard times. You know, you can't pay the tithing to the church or whatever.
Right.
God will forgive you.
He absolutely will.
I believe so.
Yes, because deeds count too.
Yes.
They do.
And I don't know, I haven't seen many churches go out of business, so.
I haven't either. I see a lot of other things go out of business.
Yes.
But not those.
Not a lot of churches. So I'm just saying that, you know.
Astute observation.
I think your church can go without some money.
It could. Wow. Yeah.
So. And how are you always asking for money anyway? It's like the government. The government's always asking for money.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be happy to pay my taxes for good law enforcement, good fire department.
Yes.
Good roads.
Oh my gosh.
Schools.
Yes.
You know, the Danish guys that I was working with, they were telling me, like, taxes are 50% in where they come from. But you can go to school and you have Medicare. Yep. For anything.
Yeah.
You have cancer? Okay. You have this? Okay.
You don't have to worry.
You don't have to worry.
It's taken care of.
And I would almost, you know, be willing to pay 50% if I knew everything would be taken care of.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all.
You know, or we were talking today about how these poor kids coming in today in the military, it's what's that called, where you blended retirement, so they have to save the money as well. Okay. And the government will match you, you know, for your TSP, which is like a 401k.
Oh, okay.
But if these people aren't saving their money, there isn't going to be anything when they retire.
No, there's not.
Although we're kind of thinking that the government's kind of banking on people not doing a full 20 years anyway, because even now, I think it's only 17% makes it to 20.
Really?
Yeah.
That low?
That low.
Wow.
Because a lot of people, you get tired of it. It sucks. You get one bad deployment or one bad PCS at a base, and you're just like, this sucks. And then they get out. And,
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I've known a number of guys of 12, 14 years.
So close.
Yeah.
I mean, because 20 is a long time, but it's also not a long time.
Right.
Especially when you're starting off in your 20s.
Yes.
Like, you still have 2 or 3 careers potentially after that.
Yes. Especially, you know, you got a lot of chapters in your life that, you know, you don't know what is going to happen.
And to be able to have that a little amount of security to count on is, especially in these times,
Yeah.
kind of a good thing.
Kind of a good thing.
Little nest egg.
So, if you come in, you get out, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
of course.
But if you come in and, you know, well, because I transferred to the reserve at 10 years. I had kids.
Right.
I was lucky I even got into the reserve because, you know, it was just too hard on the kids. And it was like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Have my kids all jacked up?
Right.
So, you know, you got to make those decisions.
Yeah.
But what's good for your family? What's good for you?
Right. Yeah, you're going to have to make those decisions. They're not going to be easy, but spend some time thinking about them. Ask other people who've had to make those decisions. Get good advice. Seek wisdom. Don't make a fly decision.
Yeah. Or an angry.
Emotional decisions.
Emotional
or
decisions
I know.
or no. That's how people quit in the pool.
Oh, yeah. How many emotional decisions have you seen in the pool throughout your career?
A lot.
Oof. Thousands.
I see emotional decisions just about every day in the pool.
Every day.
Or pull-ups, or, you know, people just... it's very sad.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, because if you just held down just a little bit longer...
It'll pass.
It'll pass.
You can think again.
Yeah. So you gotta go for a walk.
Yeah.
You know?
Go for a walk.
But make all those decisions now. Because later isn't gonna be good.
Nope. Gotta act now.
Yep. Learn now. Make all your mistakes now. So that way, when you get to here, you're ready.
Yeah. And learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are okay as long as you learn from them.
Yeah. And don't make them twice.
That's right. That's right. Don't make the same one twice. Most importantly.
Most importantly. So you're not old.
No.
You've got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. 20s, 14s, 18s, 19s. You guys are young.
Be
Whoever
happy.
told you you're old lied to you. Or made you feel old. They were liars.
Yeah.
Listen to us old people.
Yeah. You're only
You are
old
young.
Once you get to 30, then you're old.
Is it 30?
I think 30 is old. But 30 is the new 21.
30 is the new 21, and 40-something is the new 30-something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because look how long everybody's living now.
Yeah.
It's not like we're all dying at 57 anymore.
We are not. Not at all.
Not with all the drugs and things that they got that
No.
you can live. I mean, my 600-pound life.
Uh-huh.
How are those people still alive?
How are they still alive?
Modern medicine.
Modern medicine, technology.
And pizzas.
Pizzas. Pizza.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too.
All right.
Wonder what's for dinner.
So, we'll leave that
Okay.
as a quickie.
There we go.
You're not old.
You are not old. Enjoy being young. Enjoy this time. Don't rush. Have fun. Enjoy life. Learn. Work hard. Train hard. All that good stuff.
And if you live in Hawaii, we're going to be there the first week of December, so come train with us.
Come train with us. It's going to be awesome.
If you don't live in Hawaii, come to Hawaii. Just show up.
Just show up.
Have a good time.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a great time.
Can't wait.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you guys.
Hooyah.
Hooyah.